Madam District Attorney Sandra Doorley and Sheriff Todd Baxter. My name is Chris Chichester. I live at 26 Sanders Farm Drive in Penfield. On October 7th, I sent you each Freedom of Information Law document. Quote, public employee payroll for the Monroe County District Attorney's Office. Quote, public employee payroll for the Monroe County Sheriff's Office and Monroe County Jail. October 7th, that was sent. October 12th, sent the Freedom of Information Law document. Public employee payroll for the Monroe County District Attorney's Office. Public employee payroll for Monroe County Sheriff's Office and Monroe County Jail. October 12th. Same document was sent on October 21st. Public employee payroll for Monroe County District Attorney's Office. Public employee payroll for Monroe County Sheriff's Office and Monroe County Jail. October 21st. I again sent the document. I changed the form. Public employee payroll for Monroe County's District Attorney's Office. October 24th. Public employee payroll for Monroe County Sheriff's Office and Monroe County Jail. October 24th. October 28th. Public employee payroll for Monroe County Sheriff's Office and Monroe County Jail. October 28th. Public employee payroll, Monroe County District Attorney's Office. November 1st. Public employee payroll for Monroe County District Attorney's Office. Public employee payroll for Monroe County Sheriff's Office and Monroe County Jail. Where is it? Where's the public employee payroll, Sheriff Todd Baxter, and District Attorney Sandra Doorley? Why do you think you exist? At 130 South Plymouth Avenue, 47 South Fitzhugh Street in Rochester. Why? Because of taxpayer dollars. Why do you think you can abridge my civil and constitutional rights with your disgusting and appalling fanaticism? Because of taxpayer dollars. You are public employees. And you each believe you're above the law. So. I also sent you a Freedom of Information Law document demanding the cost of taking a picture of your employees underwater in a pool. This was on your Facebook page, Todd Baxter. So, these are your employees. Did you expend taxpayer dollars to hire a photographer to take this picture? Where was this picture taken? Is the answer yes or no? It was on your Facebook page. That's what I want to know. That's what I demand to know. Yes or no? And you will refuse to answer. And as this is a picture of underwater in a pool, Sheriff Baxter, I'd like to know if Nirvana helps you out with the staging of that. Did the late, great Kurt Cobain pose you whack jobs underwater in a pool? All right? Maybe they could sing Smells Like Teen Spirit for you whack jobs. The next time you want to take a picture of them underwater in a pool. And the last time I checked, there aren't any criminals swimming around underwater in a pool. A real criminal, not me. So maybe you could call, the late, great Kurt Cobain in heaven and ask him if, he can set you up there, all right? They could sing Smells Like Teen Spirit for you if you want to take a picture of your whack jobs underwater in a pool. So, Madam District Attorney Sandra Doorley, I must compliment you again on your most recent office portrait here. Here you are as the Queen of Monroe County. There you are, Madam District Attorney. I mean, you look quite fetching here in your powdered wig here. And then you're reading a book. This is a book here. It has a title right there you have in your hand, and it says, How My Prosecutor Stands in Penfield Town Court and Says Not One Word in Front of a 70-year-old disgusting lunatic John P. Lomenzo Jr. freeing sexual predator Daniel Doss III in Penfield, and Chris Chichester goes right to jail despite the fact my prosecutor said nothing because he's an innocent man. He's never committed a crime. That's the book you read there. Did you get that title of what your book says there? And about a district attorney, I must tell you how much I love this dress that you're wearing here. I think that you could be a candidate for the People Magazine Most Beautiful with this official portrait of yours, Madam District Attorney. And Sheriff Baxter, your official portrait I have in my hand here. Here you are, Sheriff Baxter. And you got your rubber rifle in your hand. It seems to be something wrong with your weapon here. I'm not surprised that your equipment is malfunctioning, at the Monroe County Sheriff's Office. What is going on there with that rubber rifle that you're carrying around, Sheriff Baxter? This could be a serious problem here. And you got your big hat on here. And what's with that big hat that you're carrying, Sheriff Baxter? I mean, you need a new wardrobe, Sheriff Baxter. So you need to look into, recommissioning a new wardrobe, okay? Now, I'm concerned about the beverages that are being consumed at the Monroe County District Attorney's Office and Monroe County Sheriff's Office, and in particular, one beverage. In addition to the alcohol he's sucking down every day, the hard stuff, the beer, that's bad enough because obviously you have to be drunk if you're sending your whack jobs to my house, Sheriff Baxter, as an innocent man, and you got nothing else to do except to send on my house in your surveillance state. You should put a camera on this building that's right there at 2025 Penfield Road to see if I walk in the parking lot, and that's the lunatic fringe. And that's the camera right there. So when I say surveillance device, that's it. I was on it. You expended taxpayer dollars for it, and you lie about that. So, Sheriff Baxter, I have the official Madam District Attorney Sandra Doorley. Oh, Sandra, is it time to appear on late night television murder porn to talk about Craig and Law Rideout? Do you have to fix yourself up? Do you have to buy a new dress? Do you have to get your hair done and go talk about that case? If I'm interrupting you, maybe I could come back later. Are there any other cases that you need to talk about? Right, you can talk about David Berkowitz, the son of Sam. How about Arthur Shawcross? Or maybe you could talk about him. All right? Why don't you do your job, Sandra Doorley, instead of going on late night television murder porn to talk about Craig and Law Rideout. Memo to Sandra, Craig Rideout, he's still dead. So if you're going on late night television murder porn, you must be consuming a certain beverage. And if Sheriff Baxter, since your whack jobs is descending on my house, you're also consuming a certain beverage. And here is right here. It's the cherry Kool-Aid. And this comes in multiple flavors, but I'm guessing that the cherry is your favorite flavor. And there's one employee at the Monroe County Sheriff's Office that's drinking this Kool-Aid, and he needs to be counseled, Sheriff Baxter, because I'm concerned about him. He particularly has a fascination with circuit boards and wiring, and this is Monroe County Sheriff employee Ted Kaczynski. Okay, so you need to counsel Monroe County Sheriff's Office employee Ted Kaczynski about his fascination with circuit boards and wiring. Okay, because he could be a problem, Sheriff Baxter, and he has appeared. If you've seen this episode on Saturday Night Live, there he is. There's Monroe County Sheriff employee Ted Kaczynski on Saturday Night Live. So what's he doing on Saturday Night Live, Sheriff Baxter? You just have no control over the employees, which is no surprise. So now, Sheriff Baxter, you have an employee who was a Monroe County Sheriff employee subsidized by the taxpayers for 20 years. And then this employee retired. It was finished. Done. Out. And then you, Sheriff Baxter, rehired this employee as an assistant. And this is Michael Radler. So, Michael Radler is collecting a paycheck from his 20 years as a Monroe County Sheriff employee and his present employment as an assistant to you. What the hell is Michael Radler doing? And the question answers itself. He's being paid off by you, Todd Baxter. And I happen to have double dipper Michael Radler's 2 paychecks here. Here's your 2 paychecks here, Michael Radler. I got him right here. Matter of fact, since it's Sunday, Friday came. Did you cash your 2 paychecks on Friday, Michael Radler? Because I got him right here. Michael Radler, the double dipper, being paid off by Sheriff Stooge Todd Baxter. No way around that fact. What I have yet to determine is if that is in contravention of the law. I don't know. I thought I knew, and now I don't know. It could be entirely legal for you, Michael Radler, to collect 2 paychecks, baby. But it's sleazy and unethical and a gouging and a fleecing of the taxpayer of Monroe County in New York State. Why don't you get a real fucking job, Michael Radler? So, now, I go to the now defunct PW Fitness in Penfield. I'm at the back of the gym. There's hardly anybody there that day. I'm doing 3 sets of 10. I'm about to start the 3rd set of 10. I lean back on the machine. Up walks to me is the gym psychopath, Jermaine Benman. He screams when he uses the weights, and he does other things too at the gym that certify him as a stomach-turning human being. So he goes like this to me, and I tell him, as I never let the gym psychopath tell me what to do, I'll be 30 seconds. And I lean back to continue the exercise. I am on the machine. I'm about to begin the exercise. So I'm not getting off the machine for Jermaine Benman. And neither would you, Todd or Sandra or anybody else. So I lean back. I'm about to start the exercise. Benman walks over to me and he straddles me. He's got his left leg and right leg over me, and I'm looking at his shorts, and I can see the outline of his small penis. And he has a small penis like you, Sheriff Baxter. So, as I'm about to rise up, he punches down like this, and my head snaps back, and my hand prevents me from landing on the floor. What I should have done at that moment, and what I almost did, is stand up and grab Benman by the throat, kick him in the nuts, gouge him in the eyes, start a fight with Benman right there. Because it would have been just another fight at the gym because I can't handle myself. Even at 54. And at 54, I have never been charged with a crime, never been arrested, ever. So, I had to make a split-second decision not to attack Benman and retaliate. And I didn't. I should have, to prevent what's going to happen to me. Because it would have just been another fight at the gym. So a witness calls the Monroe County Sheriff's Office. Andrew Reality arrives. This corrupt hack who has not been fired. When are you going to fire him? Todd Baxter. Every time I see him, I let him have it. Go outside. Reality tells me to wait in the vehicle. I do. And he is talking to Benman in front of me. I'm inside the Monroe County Sheriff's vehicle of Andrew Reality and Todd Baxter. I'm sitting in the vehicle. And Reality is talking to Benman outside because he's coaching Benman what to say to me. Because Reality is going to ring me up on a false, despicable, wretched charge. Reality walks Benman over to the side of the vehicle. Reality's standing behind Benman. I look over at Benman, and Benman says to me, quote, I want to press charges against you, end quote. And I'm in disbelief. And I say to him, you just attacked me. For what? What charge? What's the charge? Reality quickly marches him away. I exit the vehicle, and Reality hands me a ticket for harassment second. I'm charged with harassment second, sitting inside the Monroe County Sheriff vehicle of Andrew Reality and Todd Baxter. What country does Andrew Reality live in? Why hasn't Andrew Reality been fired? I have never harassed anybody in my life. Every single friend, every single family member, and every single girlfriend will confirm I've never harassed anyone in my life. Every single coworker in my 2 main places of employment in Albany, New York, and Washington, D.C. on Capitol Hill will confirm through those 8 years of employment in the Capitol, in the Rayburn House office building, the Russell Senate office building, I've never harassed anyone. Either by physical means or verbal means, ever. And this ticket, with my name on it, with Andrew Reality's handwriting, says harassment second. And he writes this as I'm sitting inside your vehicle, Sheriff Baxter. So, and it's going to get worse. When I moved here in 2012 to my residence with beautiful, perfect lawn, there's no grass cutting going on alongside my residence. Ever. 5 years. This is when Dr. Gloria Nichols is at 2041 Penfield Road that these parasites, Layla Kumar and Neeraj Shah, are now at. So, for 5 years, there's no grass cutting. And it's just a strip of land next to my residence. Now I'm looking for the photo. So it's a strip of land that I've showed you before. And the reason why there's no grass cutting is that no one owns that land. Are you following me here? Because the Office of Real Property in Monroe County can't confirm that Neeraj and Layla Kumar Shah own that land. They don't have the documentation that proves that they own that land. And when I called the Monroe County Sheriff's Office, I demanded the documentation that proves it, and I received nothing. What are you doing on land you can't own, you don't own and can't prove you own? Layla Kumar and Neeraj Shah of Crazy Town. And when they come here, they have to make a U-turn. And then they're on my front lawn. So they're cutting grass at 7 o'clock in the morning on a Sunday that they don't own and can't prove they own. And then they're making a U-turn and they're on my front lawn. So, you should not be on land that you don't own and can't prove you own. It's that simple. So, Todd Baxter and his whack jobs at Panorama Trail are going to set me up. This is what they're doing in Monroe County. They're creating a crime for me. And it's going to be criminal contempt. I'm not guilty of criminal contempt. I'm not guilty of any crime. You should not be on land you don't own and can't prove you own. There's no grass cutting going on alongside my residence for 5 years. At any time, I easily conclude no one owns that land. If you drive down Penfield Road to the Wegmans Food Market's headquarters of Sheriff Stooge Baxter, you can see that land and you can see. Why would anybody own that land? Why would anybody want to cut that land? Because no one owns it. That's why. You should not be on land you don't own, can't prove you own, when you don't have the documentation. So, to this tractor rider, here he comes. I go outside. I'm outside for 30 seconds, and I'm on video. I'm on what video, Sheriff Baxter? What video am I on? What video am I on? I'm on the video from that camera on that building. That's the camera right there. That's the camera right there. Camera right there. I wish I had a better photo. I got one of the camera that's a close-up of it. That's it right there. That's the camera. I was on that video, and it has a side number. Because you're trying to nail me to the wall with a camera. You're creating a crime for me. And you're psychotic 1984 Todd Baxter. So, your employees told this toothless character, get on your tractor and go by his house, and when he comes out of his house, we're going to descend on him. Because when I come outside, Steve Desmond of Broccolo Tree and Lawn Care gets on his phone. So I'm looking at Desmond on his phone. I'm looking at the guy in the tractor. The guy in his tractor gets off his tractor and walks away. Because his job is to get me out of the house. I'm outside for 30 seconds. They don't own that land. And I'm pointing on the video. They don't own that land. Which is correct. And I walk back in the house. And I sit down on my couch, which used to be right here. I look out the window, and that's where I see This revolting liar train wreck, Deputy Whackjob Meyer, run to my backyard dirt and fall down on her face. How come Deputy Whackjob Meyer fell down on her face in my backyard dirt, Todd the fascist stooge? You're such an incompetent that when your whack jobs are abridging my civil and constitutional rights, they can't even remain upright on their 2 feet. So after I see this train wreck liar crash land on her face in my backyard, I hear this pounding on my door. They don't just knock, a civil knock, or ring the doorbell like a normal human being. They pound on the door. I'm surprised you didn't do it the old-fashioned way in 1970 at the Monroe County Sheriff's Office and just kick down my door, put the handcuffs on, and drag me right out of my house. So I go and I answer the door, and the first words I hear from a Monroe County Sheriff employee is just 6 fanatics are here. 6 is a lie. We just want to talk to you outside. That's a lie. So I walk outside and look over. I see my neighbor Adam. He's outside. I see my neighbor across the street. He's outside. I walk on my front lawn. They start to surround me, and on go the handcuffs. So, how is this criminal contempt? How is that criminal contempt, Sheriff Stooge Baxter? Only in your demented fantasy world, in fantasy land, la-la land, is that criminal contempt. I'm outside for 30 seconds. They don't know that land. I come back in. How is that a crime? It's not a crime. That's the answer. It's not a crime. What are you doing to me? What are you doing to me, Todd Baxter, in the United States of America? I have civil and constitutional rights, and you're concocting crimes for me as an innocent man. I'll tell you why I'm out there. They don't own that land. And now I'm demanding the documentation for them to prove they own that land. Nehemiah Shah, certified mail, refused. I didn't open it, but I have a copy of what's in here. What's in here shreds him. And he's afraid to open his mail. Aren't you, Nayraj? You're terrified to open your mail because you can't prove you own that land. If I received a certified letter from someone, I don't care who it is, I'd sign for it and open it. He's afraid to open his mail for me, and he's not the only one. Because he can't prove he owns that land. So you arrested me for being outside for 30 seconds, objecting to these parasites, these grass-cutting parasites being here whenever the hell they want, and he can't prove he owns that land. Nayraj Shah, return to sender, is written on an envelope. Nayraj Shah, return to sender. I changed it. Layla Kumar Shah refused. Layla Kumar Shah refused. Layla Kumar Shah refused. Should not be on land you don't own. You can't prove you own. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times, and there's more. That's all I'm going to show you here. 6 times, demand prove you own that land, including certified mail. Certified mail, they refuse to open their certified mail. They're not the only ones refusing to open their certified mail. You, Sheriff Baxter, are afraid to open your certified mail from me. Guess what's in here? It's still in there because I have a copy of what's in here. This is a demand for your public employee payroll. And I've been demanding it for a year. The first time I sent you a FOIL for your public employee payroll was on December 11th, 2018. And you refused every time. Your entire existence is because of taxpayer hours. And now Not only do you refuse to open your mail, you completely refuse any accountability whatsoever. How much does Andrew Reale make? How much does Deputy Meyer make? What's the salary? That's what I want to know. Those are the two names I want to see. They have 170 employees. And you know what's going to happen? Because I'm going to get it. The public employee payroll for the Monroe County Sheriff's Office is made public. That means all 170 employees will be able to look at it and they'll see the names. And what's going to happen is they're going to have the payroll. Hypothetically, one of your employees is going to have the payroll in his hand. And he's going to look at that list and he's going to say, this guy's making $10,000 more than me? And there's going to be rage at the Monroe County Sheriff's Office. Because everybody on that payroll is going to see a name. And they're going to object to the fact that that one person is making more. And you're doing everything you possibly can to avoid that. Despite the fact that your entire repulsive criminal existence is because of taxpayer dollars. So you're doing everything possible to refuse to comply with my FOIL. Because you don't want anybody to look at the payroll and say, this guy's making more than me. Isn't that right? Party switching fraud, Todd Baxter. You're not the only party switching fraud. Sandra Doorley's a party switching fraud too. Because what you want to avoid, Madam District Attorney, in the FOIL here, this one was October 12th, asking for another 4 years, and you're going to win it, and it's a disgrace. And October 7th, public employee payroll. You're Madam District Attorney. You want to avoid your assistant district attorneys looking at the payroll at your office, looking at it and saying, this hack is making $10,000 more than me? That's what you want to avoid, Madam District Attorney. So, party switching fraud, Sandra Doorley and Todd Baxter. I've been a Republican my whole life. 35 plus years now. I got one party. I'm consistent on just about everything except capital punishment. I got one issue I changed. I was for it, and for the last 25 plus years, I'm against it. So we shouldn't be executing anybody in the United States of America. So that's it. I'm in one party, and I changed on one issue. Over 30 years. I know who I am. And so I got one party. I'm a Republican. 30 plus years. And I changed on one issue. Because I believe in life and the sanctity of life. And if you believe in life in the womb, then you believe in life for everybody. So, party switching frauds, Sandra Doorley and Todd Baxter. I'm going to tell you about my teams. My teams, my whole life. My dad, when I was 7 years old, took me to Shea Stadium to see the Mets, and I've been a Mets fan since 1972 when I went to Shea with Dad, and I sat out there in the left field stands, and it was terrific. All right, so I've been a Mets fan. And that same year thereabouts, Mom loved Joe Namath, who played for the Jets, and if Mom loves Joe Namath, I got to be a Jets fan. They just won the Super Bowl 3 years before. Super Bowl 3, they beat the Colts 16-7. So if Mom loves Joe Namath, I got to be a Jets fan. So these are my teams my whole life, party switching frauds, Todd Baxter and Sandra Doorley. The Mets and the Jets, baby, since I was 7 years old. You got that? Nearly 50 years. These have been my teams. All right, I'm not switching. I'm not changing. All right, well, I'll tell you what I didn't do. All right, because there was some lean years for the Mets. What I didn't do, for example, when the Yankees won the World Series in 1977 and 1978, all my buddies were these Yankees fans, I didn't suddenly say, forget about you, Craig Swan, and the Mets. Forget about you, I'm now a Yankee fan. Oh, Reggie hit that home run in Game 6 of the 1977 World Series right into the black seats in Yankee Stadium. Oh, I love you, Yankees. I'm a Yankee fan. You see, I didn't do that. I didn't do that. I'll tell you what also I didn't do. When the Giants win the Super Bowls, in 1986 and 1990, including against the Buffalo Bills. And I'm guessing all you whack jobs in the district attorney's office and sheriff's office are Bills fans. And I hope you cried your eyes out when Scott Norwood missed that 49-yarder because he deserved to miss that. I hope you all you cried a river when he missed that field goal. Well, what I didn't do, since I'm a big Jets fan, because Mom loves the Jets and Joe Namath, as I already explained, Jets fan my whole life. I didn't suddenly say, because the Giants won Super Bowls there in the 80s, I got to be a Giants fan. I didn't cash in my Jets. So, the Jets and the Mets, they're my teams my whole life. Party switching frauds. Sandra, Doorley, Todd, Baxter. Say anything, frauds. Todd, Baxter, and Sandra, Doorley. You two will say anything. So, have you figured out what I'm doing to you in the Monroe County Sheriff's Office and Monroe County District Attorney's Office? Have you figured out what I'm in the process of doing to you? And I'm going to continue to do it to you, baby. So, I go to Penfield Town Court. When you ring me up, Andrew Reale rings me up on harassment second, this disgusting vile concoction, criminal contempt, and I stand in front of your prosecutor, Sandra Doorley, and she says nothing. So what is her name? I cannot find out her name. She stood there and said nothing. So I'm delivered to Monroe County Jail as an innocent man. And I'm thinking about this quote by Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King, "Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere." And that was a letter from a Birmingham jail. And I took out an envelope. In this envelope, in the upper left-hand corner, it says 130 Plymouth Avenue, South Rochester, New York, 14614. And what it says is, whatever doesn't kill you makes you stronger. I kept that on my jail cell wall as an innocent man. I have never committed a crime. And your fanatics and your extremists have descended on me twice, Sheriff Baxter. You are a vile, repulsive, disgusting human being, and you deserve the attention of the United States Department of Justice. You deserve the attention of the governor of New York with the Moreland Act Commission. So, quote, "There is but one law for all, namely that law which governs all law, the law of our Creator, the law of humanity, justice, equity, the law of nature and of nations." Edmund Burke. You, Todd Baxter, and Sandra Doorley are a daily threat to humanity, justice, and equity. Resign.